Welcome this evening, everybody. My name is William. I want to welcome you guys to the Ink and Overalls live preview show. We're only going to be here for a few minutes. Just want to jump on here, give you an introduction to our host, and just a broad stroke of what we're going to be doing on this project. I am William, like I said. I am the Wally behind Wally Media Group. I had an opportunity to collaborate with these two amazing creators, and I think the product that these two are producing are going to be absolutely amazing. I hope you guys tune in. Don't want to waste any more time. I do want to say this before we get started, and so Dedra can tell me later, remind me to do this. Anybody that is on this live, either on YouTube or Facebook tonight, watching this, a simple comment somewhere on the comment line will enter you into a drawing. We'll pull a name and we will send you a specific piece of merchandise from the Ink and Overalls line. We'll decide after the show. We will get in touch with you guys, whoever the winner is, and we will, at that time, we'll let you guys, I tell you what, we'll let you guys choose what it is. That's what we'll do. Let's just be bold about it. So let's jump in here and let's get our co-creators on today, Eric and Dedra Fortenberry.
Hey, how are you?
How are the Fortenberrys this evening?
We're good. How are you?
I am fantastic. I'm super excited. I didn't even mention this before we got started. Tomorrow night, the beginning of the greatest homesteading show on the entire social media world is going to be unleashed on the universe.
It's going to be fun.
Ink and Overalls. We don't want to give away too much. I want everybody to tune in tomorrow night because you guys' story, your guys' journey is absolutely amazing. Because, for example, I'm a big journey guy. I love to take people on trips. Every project I've ever worked on, I've tried to do that. And when I've been able and fortunate enough to add content creators to my YouTube page, I have looked for that same thing. For example, Revelations with Richard Williams. A friend of mine, I've known him for years. He's a pastor friend. He actually was my pastor at one time in my past. He takes somebody on a journey through Scripture every Tuesday night. On Monday nights, I have a show that I kind of took from an old audio project of mine called World of Wally. It's now What in the World, and it's essentially it's a video format of my old audio stuff. So when I had the opportunity to try to add more content to the channel, the Lord put Dedra and Eric Fortenberry in my path. I had heard bits and pieces of you guys' story, and I was just blown away by it. And I thought, you know what, that would be an amazing concept to have on the channel. And lo and behold, I approached you guys about it. And Dedra, why don't you tell everybody kind of how that process worked its way out?
What, about how we started all this?
Yeah, how did we stumble across Ink and Overalls?
Stumbled across Ink and Overalls because you approached me at Bible school cleanup one night and said that you had an idea for a show about some homesteaders, looking for a couple of young homesteaders to do and tell their story. And I wasn't real sure that you were serious until all of a sudden, a few days later, you posted the information on Facebook, letting everybody know it was happening.
Well, I mean, I figured if I put you on the spot, you would have to say yes.
That's the only way I would have said yes. It's totally out of my comfort zone completely to be here. And so we just, it was one of those things I felt like, like you said, like God ordained it, like kind of orchestrated it, and we just kind of walked through the door. So, but yeah, we were going to go with one name, and then I came up with, we were talking one morning via text message, and Ink and Overalls hit me, and I just thought that was the name we would go with, and we voted, and that's where it came from. But I just thought that kind of encompassed, the whole reason behind the name, I guess. I don't really talk about that in the first episode. But it's just, I always wear overalls when I'm doing my outdoor chores. And my tattoos are a big part of me. I didn't even start getting tattoos till like 2020. And it's been a journey of me becoming more of who I really am. And I believe that being that authentic person is important. And I think Ink and Overalls encompasses all that. So I just can't wait to tell more stories and inform people about the things I know and learn more along the way. And this is my husband, and he does speak.
Everybody's fixing to say for everybody that's tuning in late to the game, we did have a working title. It was initially the idea I had, the concept I had was Homestead Heaven, which you liked, but after a conversation that you and I had, I understood that you felt like you need to put your stamp of uniqueness and authenticity on the project.
Absolutely.
That's when you came up with the other option. But then you were very democratic about it. You said, let's put it out for a vote among the fans. And it was close, but Ink and Overalls pulled away in the end. And in a way, I'm kind of glad because it encapsulates your journey. It's if I had to describe your project, it would be those two words. Now, let's jump back to the good-looking guy sitting beside you there. Eric does speak, and we're going to give him a chance to speak in just a second. But Eric, well, let's start off with this, Eric. How did you feel about it when I approached her and then she approached you? Because I know you two guys made this decision together. What did you think about it?
I thought it was great. I know how much work she puts in around the farm and how much she knows and just loves the culture of homesteading and self-sufficiency and things like that. And so it was honestly, it was encouraging for someone else to say, notice how much a part of her life and our life that it is. So I was real excited.
Well, I do want to give you a quick shout out before we get started. And you guys will notice I'll have it credited in the first episode and credit beyond. But the introduction, or what in the business, what we call the intro and the outro, was created by Eric. Eric is he's a genius. Let's just put it out there. He's a genius. Right. He's a computer guru, and he's very good at what he does. He tried to convince me that he didn't really know what he was doing when he first started with this, but then he proved himself wrong.
He's a learner.
I think he does a fantastic job on this stuff. And eventually, after we take over the universe with this show, I'm going to have him quit his regular job. And Dedra actually talks a little bit about what he does now in the first episode, so we're not going to give it away. It's a secret. You'll have to tune in tomorrow night to find out.
Tomorrow.
So, but I was glad to have both you guys. We made a joke that we were going to bring in Eric periodically, sort of like what's the Trisha Yearwood? Yeah, like Trisha Yearwood does her husband Garth Brooks on her show. Well, he's a little eye candy. We're just going to bring in every now and then, just to keep the audience on their toes. So
exactly.
So
I think you're the first person who's called me eye candy.
Eye candy. Well, there you go. Hey, you know what? You know what we'll do? We'll make a shirt with that on it. We'll say, check out Eric on Wednesday nights. Eye candy coming. So, all right. So let's talk about it real quick because this project kind of exploded. We had a concept. We had a thought. We had a theme. We were just going to start putting some content together. And then you woke up from a lucid dream one night and the whole thing erupted. You actually have already started a merchandise line. I mean, you've got everything going on. Mm-hmm. Now, and we don't want to give too much away, but we can say this. You already have a little previous experience in the whole merchandising of products because you guys actually have a farm. And it's prominently featured on his shirt there. It's nice placement right there, Eric. Streamwater Farm, and you talk about that exclusively throughout each and every episode. Mm-hmm. But and you provide a wide range of products that are created and produced right off you guys' property for the public to consume. So was this, you would have never in a million, let me ask you a question. Let's say a year ago, would you ever thought that this Streamwater Farms project you had going, this passion project, would have actually evolved to where it's gone now, where we're actually going to be doing video content about your farm each and every week?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because I mean, it's just not something I've ever been comfortable with. And Eric has told me multiple times along this road since we've started with you, like, with the Ink and Overalls project, it's kind of just like you said, it's kind of escalated. And he just keeps saying, I've been wanting this all along. This is what I've been wanting you to do all along. But I just never would. But it's funny, once again, the orchestration, the way that God kind of set me up for this, to say yes to this, was that he had already kind of directed me to go ahead and put my products that I make, which is like goat's milk soap, shampoo bars, tinctures, salves, herbal things, on an online platform where my people could shop there and I could keep it updated. And then it kind of so I started being more serious about that aspect of things. And then it wasn't very long at all that you came along and started mentioning this. And so it's kind of just been, I've just kind of been holding on for the ride because I kind of asked God to show me and open doors if I needed to walk through them. And it's just kind of been an escalation. So I'm here we are. So it's been fun. But like I said, he's so supportive. I mean, the whole time he's been like, I've been wanting this, because I keep saying, I'm sorry for bothering you about blah, 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 and you're having to edit, you're having to do this. And he's like, I've been wanting this. I've been wanting you to do it. So the timing was right, I guess. But yeah, never in a million years would have just expected this at all. Not at all.
You have created a pretty impressive social media following to this point. We hadn't even got started with the show itself. I was joking with you before we got started about a video you put out about cleaning your greenhouse out today. And you just stuck it on, I think TikTok is where I saw it. You stuck it on TikTok, and you said you had how many views just before we got started?
Like 500 or so.
500 something. I mean, and according to her, she doesn't do anything on TikTok. She's just there. So, so anyway, that's one thing that I'm excited about, because I, just like a lot of folks are going to tune in and going to learn quite a bit. I mean, you mentioned it, as you were growing up, about how you grew up in a farm setting. I also did. A lot of the younger folks now, they do their farming on aisle 7 through 13 at Walmart.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I'm glad to see that we're going to give them an opportunity to see that the dirty hands and the producing your own produce and producing your own products is not a bad thing. So I'm super excited about that.
Very worthy work. It is.
Now, for the viewers, for both YouTube and Facebook and TikTok and Instagram and work, because Instagram perfection, we're not Instagram perfection, are we?
No way, not at all.
We're not that at all. But we
don't want to be.
But we just happen to be on all those different social media platforms either.
Because we gotta represent the real.
Yeah.
Right?
My specific channel, Wally Media Group's on pretty much everything, Threads and all that other stuff. Dedra and Streamwater Farm is on a lot of different social media platforms. But there is a disappointing fact that I have to now cover with the viewers. I know. If you want just bits and pieces, just little rays of sunshine, we call it short form video in the business, check us out everywhere, because we're going to be dropping that kind of stuff everywhere. So videos that range anywhere from 10 seconds to 90 seconds. You'll find that Dedra and I'll have that scattered everywhere. But if you want to see the entire full length episodes, I'm talking about solid gold, you're going to have to check it out just on YouTube. Now, I'm going to put up in the comments, I'll have the link that you can actually click on, subscribe, like, share, all that kind of stuff, because we'd love for you guys to do that. But we also would love if you turn on those notifications. And look, I understand, and I'm going to separate myself and Dedra's project this time. I understand you might just want to check out the homesteading that Dedra and Eric are going to provide. That's fine, because in YouTube there's a beautiful thing. You can subscribe, you can turn on your notifications, and you can actually modify them. You can get notifications just on her stuff. You don't have to watch the other stuff on the channel. I've got a lot of folks that they tune in specifically for one type of programming that we have on the channel. So don't say, well, I ain't going to subscribe because I don't want to see that other stuff he's got. Well, that's fine. That's fantastic. I could care less. I want you guys to get an opportunity to see a star in the making, Dedra Fortenberry and her husband, Eric Fortenberry, on a limited run, limited edition. We can't break him out every episode. You guys would get distracted because his amazingness would take over the screen.
Eye candy. Just too much. Too much. I gotta keep him.
Saying all that. Remember, guys, if you want just the little tidbit videos, the little short feed videos, that'll be everywhere. Dedra and I will work diligently to try to get that on every platform that we can get it on.
Yeah, but that's just teasers, right? It's just teasers.
Do what now?
Those are just teasers, though.
That's right. You don't want 90 seconds of this amazing. You want the whole, I don't even know, 28 to probably 35. I don't even know. I want to say your first episode is only about 30 minutes long.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a 30-minute sitcom. You're going to get more out of it than you get out of an old episode of Friends. Tune in, check it out. All right. So before we get out of here, I told you we weren't going to keep you long. We don't want to keep the viewers long because the viewers there's such a level of anticipation now for the show tomorrow night. They can't wait for us to shut up so they can check out the first episode tomorrow night. Which tomorrow night, the episode this was an 8 o'clock live, but your episodes will be every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, every Wednesday night. So like I said, subscribe to the channel, set your notifications. Turn on your notifications. And if you need to, customize them just for the Wednesday night check, because we want you guys to check them out, because I don't want to really bring this up. We've worked on the first episode so long. I probably know every word of the first episode, but that's a good thing though. So isn't that right, Dedra?
I think he could probably say it all too. He's so sick of
we want it to be right. Hey, we do have, I didn't even notice this comment down here. I don't know if you know these folks. I'm gonna put them up on the screen. Do you know?
Oh, that's Eric's Aunt Tina.
Oh, I was fixing to say, if that's the real Tina Turner, that's amazing, because she's from beyond the grave. So,
it is the real Tina Turner.
I'm talking about the music.
I know.
Tina Turner, who passed away, which would be really weird if she actually tuned in. So anyway, all right. Before we get out of here, like I said, just that one last announcement. Wednesday night, 7 o'clock on YouTube. Short feed video. You can catch them all during the week on anything, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, whatever. Before we get out of here though tonight, Dedra and Eric, let your fans know how super excited you are to get this project started, and how you say it all the time, you're just blown away by the support that you've already gotten. So let the fans know.
Go for it.
I was gonna let him talk.
Did she just say you first?
I was gonna let him talk. No, but seriously, y'all, I've got the most incredible support group, friends, family, people that I know through others. Just in general, I have been blown away by the people in my corner, and I appreciate y'all so much. Just keep sharing, liking, subscribing. Don't forget to subscribe to Wally's channel, and let's take this journey together, because I'm excited to see where it'll go. I've already recorded 3 episodes. I've got the topic and the research done for the 4th, and I'm going to probably record it tomorrow. So we're just doing lots of exciting things, and there's been a lot of hard work put into it. I hope everybody can enjoy it and learn something from it, and just continue with us on our journey, because we all want to learn from you, and I want y'all to learn what you can. So let's just
fantastic. Eric,
Yes,
you're not getting out of here, man. You're not getting out of here without saying something.
Well, I would close in saying that, for us, this is probably been about a 12-year homesteading journey.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't explain to you all the things that we've learned in terms of skills, in terms of ourselves, in terms of spiritual things. Just like all kinds of things have enriched our lives through this homesteading process. And we hope that you'll get a glimpse of that, and that maybe you'll be blessed in the same way that we have been.
Absolutely.
Well, I myself am super excited to take the journey with you guys. I'm really, really elated when I reached out to you guys, and you were so open to the idea of actually joining the channel. So, hey guys, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, on Wally Media Group YouTube, full episode 1, Ink and Overalls, quarter acre quest. I'm sorry. I'm trying to take us on a sure enough journey. And a quarter acre quest is going to be the first episode. And like she said, she's already got about 3 in the can. We're working on some editing and stuff like that. But so it's all systems go now.
It's exciting. I can't wait.
See you guys tomorrow night, folks. Check us out. We appreciate it. Y'all have a good evening.